Hi, good morning, everybody. We were just gonna, we were thinking about this. We'll just say it's all hypothetical. That, if you were gonna try to take over a country, or for that matter, take over the world, what would be the easiest and best way to do it, do you think? I was thinking about it, and it would be really just amazing if you could get the other militaries of the world to take some poison that would kill them somehow, and you wouldn't even have to fight them. They'd just let them do it themselves, right? You could take out somebody's whole military just by, if they just like drank some poison on their own, or had poison put into them somehow. And then you wonder, well, heck, what kind of poison would that, you'd think about, well, boy, if you could get them to take cyanide, well, yeah, that would work good immediately, but the other people would, they probably all wouldn't do it, when they're watching everybody around them do it and dropping like flies. So, you'd have to be a little sneakier than that. Like, what other kind of poison that's really, really deadly that, let's see, we'll just say maybe something like you could use something like graphene oxide, been totally tested on animals to do nothing but kill them. None of the animals have ever survived. So you could use something like that, and then that would give you a little bit of a time span, when people take it, until then when people end up dying from it. So you could take out, if you could really infiltrate the country too, you could maybe get all of the frontline workers to take that stuff, and the police and the firemen, and you could even go as far as like the factory workers. You could really, if you were played your cards right, you could just get hundreds of millions of people to take something like that, something that they don't even know what they're taking, Just tell them it's good for them. Really. All you gotta do is tell them that it's good for them. So that would be a pretty fantastic way to take over. Now that all that hypothetical talk is over, that if you were a really evil person, that would be you could see some evil spirit demons, you could see them doing that. I can anyways. Pretty much just go look anywhere right now. But on a different note now, I watch different videos and people getting sick and from something similar to what we were just talking about, or identical. So around here where we live, we've got some first-hand accounts now. And just 3 of these different stories, different accounts that I'll just say, my parents just went to a funeral for their nephew. He was 31 years old. You notice I said was. He was 31 years old, great shape, 6'6", loved playing basketball, went hiking, exercised at the gym all the time. He was just really a healthy guy. And happens to be somewhere where he was working while he was an RN. And one of the places, he was working at, they said that they had to do a certain thing or they couldn't work there anymore. So he went ahead and did it. And then Didn't find him right away because he was hanging out all by himself in his room or apartment. Nobody found him for a few days. But and they didn't know why. What could be? What could have happened? I don't know. Very strange, though, we'll say that. Just happened to be right after the time when he did what was required of him to do to keep his wonderful, wonderful job. I mean, that's worth it, I think. And then there's a couple more local things around here where this one girl, before she got pregnant, she had taken something, you know. Who knows what that could be, even though everybody else is doing it too. So she took what they told her would be good for her to take, you know, the white coats. And now her baby doesn't have a bladder or kidneys or something. Kind of hard to, you know, live with no bladder and no kidneys. So that was the one thing. And now this is from another friend that we know, that her niece is 35 or 36 months pregnant, and the white coats decided, it's good for you to do this, you know, it's good for you and your baby if you take this. Okay, so for some unknown reason she believes these people, and she went ahead and did it. Unfortunately now she has all kinds of blood clots happening, and they told her, because she's, 40 weeks, that ain't very far away for when you're pregnant, and they're worried about it now, saying that they're worried that she will not be able to stop bleeding when she, during pregnancy, when she's having the baby. So they don't know exactly how that's going to work out, but that's the issue with them right now. And so I wonder why she was getting blood clots. I don't know. They'll have to do some kind, the white coats will have to get together and put their wonderful minds together and figure out what was going on. On that note, though, back to the other one, that baby didn't have the bladder or kidney, that they said, the white coats, they could only figure that it was because of something that she had taken. There was no other reasons what they could come up with other than that. So they actually blamed it on that, if you can believe that. And the 31-year-old, they didn't have any idea why he died. It was all a big mystery, So I don't know, we were just talking or thinking to ourselves, and thought we'd pass that on to you guys to see what you thought about that. Would that be a good way to take over the world? If you could, just think if we could get China's military, or we'll just say, what if you had like the biggest, most powerful military in the world? How could you beat them, unless you got them to all do something on their own. So I don't know. Anyhow, it's just getting so ridiculous, and I don't really, when reptiles, their skin falls off, what do you call that? Or like when a dog, like our husky used to really do it a lot, a bit long hair, just fluff, you pet them and it just fluffs out. What the heck do they call that? The word starts with an S, I think. Shed, something like that. Well, it's kind of, right now, people are noticing when they're being around some of these other people that have done certain things, that they are getting sick just after being around some of these other people. So I would imagine as time goes on, it will get worse and worse and worse and worse, because in these bodies, after these people take certain things, you know, they have certain elements in their body that won't shut off anymore, these spiky things. And so your body would just keep on making them then, and it has to go somewhere. I've even heard them called walking bioweapons, if you can believe that. So that does not sound like something that is any good to me. But what do I know? I haven't went and talked to my family white coat. Happens to be because I don't have one. But both if you're pregnant now, they're really pushing stuff on you too. It's unbelievable. I happen to know some really close people to me that are pregnant, and it's like they really, really, really want you to do some crazy things nowadays. But I don't know. We're just going to keep praying that the truth gets exposed and people wake up to the fact of what they've done. And you know, it won't be a pretty waking up to that, knowing that it's something that you cannot even reverse ever in your body. But anyhow, just wanted to talk to you guys this morning, tell everybody that I love ya, and that's it. So watch out for yourself, watch out for your loved ones, try to talk to people, try to tell them what's going on. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the power lines. Oh, what's that? Oh, the moon's out too. Doesn't that look nice as well? That nice smeary. I wonder what they call them. Smear ass clouds in the sky? Diarrhea clouds? I don't know. Anyhow, we will talk to you guys later, okay? See you, love you, bye.